Let's get into some of these division odds. Heading into the All-Star break, we have some tight races in the AL Central and also the NL Central. Looking at the AL Central, the Twins leading that division right now with a 3-game lead over the White Sox. The Twins plus 105 to cement that division at the end of the season. The White Sox plus 140. And then the Guardians only 2 games back, but they're plus 450. So, Jenks, I think the consensus is the White Sox are probably not a team that we want to trust, but do you think there's any value on the White Sox to still win the division here?
God, I do, and I hate it. I hate it because I think the White Sox, look, they're the defending champions in this division. They had huge expectations before the season. What is the big problem with the White Sox? Tony La Russa. I mean, how much do you trust Tony down the stretch? And it's easy to kind of have a good time with it now because of some of the questionable calls he has made. He's a Hall of Famer. Can't arrest the guy. He's a Hall of Famer, by the way. You can't. He's Tony La Russa. But these minor mistakes that he makes, sometimes major mistakes as a manager, if you're talking about a critical spot late in the postseason, maybe a playoff game, those are things that can absolutely change the complexion of a game, and it really gives me pause. But I do think there is value. The White Sox are playing much better baseball. They're getting healthier. Now they're starting to hit. They're winning in spite of Tony La Russa. So I do like the White Sox at plus 140. I think there's value there, but Chelsea, Tony scares the bejesus out of me, to be honest. I don't know if I want to put my money down with him, even though I do think it's a value play.
Looking at the White Sox, they are gaining some steam, 7-3 over their last 10. And looking at Minnesota, they're 3-7 over their last 10. But the bottom line for me is the run differential. This is one of the best predictors of success for baseball teams over the course of the season, because you can look at how much they're winning these games by and how bad they're getting beaten. Right now, the White Sox are a minus 14 run differential, which is third worst in that division. The Twins right now plus 28. And also, I think you have to give the Twins a little bit of credit. This is a top 5 offense in baseball, and they're getting some good performances from their starting pitching, including some rookies. Joe Ryan's having a great season for that Twins rotation. So I think it is more of a fact that this is a Twins team that deserves my respect, and I'll take them at plus 105 to win the division. No, it's not a ton of value, but still, I think that they are not getting enough credit here for being one of the better offenses in baseball. And I would like to pick the Guardians here, but I just don't think it continues on for the Guardians. Let's go on to the NL Central. Brewers minus 250, Cardinals plus 180, despite just being a half game back. This is an interesting division if you're looking at run differential, because it is the only division in baseball in which the team who has the best run differential is not leading the division. St. Louis plus 65 run differential as opposed to Milwaukee, who is just plus 25. So, Jenks, are you taking a chance with the Cardinals here?
I sure am. I don't trust Milwaukee at all. I cannot believe the Brewers are minus 250. That's too expensive of a price. Now, if you want to sell me on Milwaukee, fine, but you're not selling me at minus 250. The Cardinals are a team that's playing better baseball, much better than the Brewers right now, are 3-7 in their last 10, and they have a sneaky good pitching staff. I know the Brewers have one of the top rotations in all of baseball, but with the way that Miles Mikolas is pitched, Adam Wainwright is ageless. Dakota Hudson is a guy who can come out and play well or pitch well. So they have talent, maybe not the pitching talent that the Brewers have, but they hit the ball better, and I think at plus 180, there is your value. I'm definitely not laying $2.50 with the Brew Crew.
No, I think the value is definitely all gone on the Brewers. For me, I will be staying away, even though I think the Cardinals are certainly worth a sprinkle at plus 180, just because at the start of the season, I placed a parlay for division winners with the Astros and the Brewers at, plus 125 or something. So I'll be hoping that comes through. It looks like the Astros are doing their job just because the Angels can't get their act together. But looking at the Cardinals, I think it's more their lineup than anything for me. Looking at Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt, one of the hottest hitters in baseball. It's just a veteran lineup that's contending with the best of teams in baseball on a daily basis.